Welcome back to consecutive day 974 of a diary of a runpreneur. And today I want to talk about getting focused and jumping back in when needed. So do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 974 of a diary of a runpreneur, and in today's episode I want to talk about getting focused and jumping back in when needed. So it's Monday again, start to a week. Normally I would have my goal tracking and accountability session today, but one of my accountability partners who I was due to meet today was poorly, so I had to reschedule. 1 second, phone's ringing. But so I missed that today, but it's close to the month end. The month end is always a busy time for most businesses, especially when you're target based on metrics, and we're very much focused on the amount of investment we raise, because the amount of investment we raise every month has a direct impact on our buying power or our growth in terms of securing social housing leases, whether via rent-to-rent deals or via acquisitions. And towards the month end, for our partners, it's always get as much in as you possibly can, because that is the cut-off point when commission payments are calculated. And this month has been a relatively slow one. Well, truth be told, the last maybe 3 months we've been a little bit complacent, as in we had a storming kind of 6 months prior to that, and we've just taken our eye off the ball a little bit. My business partner, who is in charge of sales and marketing, has got distracted in different directions, and whereas ultimately he should be fixated on that investment figure, and he hasn't been. And it's not his fault at all, it's equally my fault, as you look at yourself before you look at others, and me predominantly being the kind of visionary of the business, I should have pulled him back on track a little bit more robustly, and perhaps we wouldn't have been in the position we're in. Now, to put it in perspective, we're not in a bad position by any stretch, but our acquisition plan we were hoping to acquire in February is going to be knocked back a month based on the lack of investment in comparison to what our targets were up to this point. So we've got some more investment coming in. We've had some come in today and some more tomorrow, which is cool. But then we do have a pretty healthy pipeline lined up for February, which is exciting. And I've had long conversations with business partner. He's away for the whole of January on holiday. But I think when you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you still toe the line a little bit on holiday. You never completely switch off, whether that's just me or entrepreneurs in general, but that's what generally I find. So he's refreshed, ready to go again, and he's already started to build a pipeline for February. So we've got some cool meetings set up, and I'm really, really excited about things. But lo and behold, we're a year behind where we wanted to be on our plan. And the point of the matter today was to talk about getting focused. And it's very, very easy when things go well to get a little bit complacent. And I always talk a lot about systemization and how I'm no longer directly operationally involved in the day-to-day, and that's still the case, but I still see the reports, I still see the metrics, I still see the targets. And although I was kind of sharing the reports and our position with key personnel within the business, I perhaps wasn't pushing or putting plans in place firmly enough, because we could have really dealt with this a couple of months back, really, and it would have been no problem, because all it takes is a little bit of focus to pull yourself back together. So I think the moral to the story today is I've been completely focused on this last couple of weeks, really, and I now have a fully operational marketing, content creation and publishing team who are churning out huge amounts of content now, which is resulting in a volume of calls being booked in, and ultimately the more calls booked in that we generate, the more sales we will make. So that's taken a couple of weeks to build, and it's taken a lot of focus. It's taken me to jump right back in, but sometimes that's needed, and it's not the finished article. It's got a long way to go before it's fully optimized, but I've built it, it's working, we're churning out a lot of content, so our marketing has gone up a whole notch, and it's a system now as opposed to people manually doing things, which is even cooler. So I'm starting to see the rewards of it. My business partner Jack's back on it now, and he's really focused on what he needs to do. I've got one of the senior commission only guys who I've got a meeting with this week to start bringing them all into the 12-week year goal tracking process, which I've been talking a lot about since the turn of the year. And I just feel this focus has given us a new sense of urgency, a new sense of commitment. And I think my role now is to ensure that focus and commitment remains consistent throughout the year. And if we do that, we'll have an absolutely phenomenal year. So moral to the story is, don't get complacent, keep focused, keep your eye on the goal, have metrics which back that up, and don't be afraid to jump right back into the action when you're needed in order to bring the team or the business back on track to where you need to be. But anyway, that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I will respond to everyone. Do please give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge is in the link in the comments below, and also how you can get involved. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.